stop loss, take profit. Do we win? Okay, so we come down off the trend line, which is great. There we go. Who remembers this video here? It was this video that literally changed my trading career. Probably saying trading my life. Now, it's funny because I don't even know who this guy is. Don't know who he is. But it was this video that changed my way of trading. Now, if you're probably thinking, what on earth are you going on about, Jim? I've never seen this video before. I will put a link to this video below. But yeah, it's absolutely fascinating. And it's 100% worth a watch. Because when I watched this video, probably 2012, it had like 1 million YouTube views. And this guy predicts the move of this currency pair to the exact pip. And I just wanted to do the same. Since watching this video, I literally spent hours, days, weeks, months on the charts trying to replicate exactly what this guy does, using Fibonacci levels, structure, support and resistance. And yeah, it completely changed the way I trade, because back then, you know, I was doing signals, didn't think that, you know, you could predict the currency pairs. I thought it was just gambling. I seen this guy do what he did in this video, and since then I was like, yeah, I want to do exactly what he wanted to do. Since then I spent a lot of time on the charts, and I realized that it doesn't matter how much money you go into trading. It doesn't matter how many videos you watch, online courses, strategies, indicators you have, right? The best way of learning to trade is actual chart time. Actually spending the time on the chart, seeing how the candlesticks, the currency pairs move. And yeah, that is the best way to trade, right? Now, what we've got here is pure price action. And believe me, I have done this over and over again and perfected this skill. Because, like I said, I watched this video and it is 100% worth a watch. Don't even know who he is. I honestly don't know who he is. He's probably, you know, some professional trader, but he's a legend in my eyes. Now, you know, if you've seen the video, it's awesome. But yeah, over the years, I just kind of wanted to be at that level. And I'll show you what I mean now, okay? So on the charts now, I want to do exactly what that guy did. Now, I've done this about millions of times, okay? I've kind of perfected this skill of pure price action, because I always say to people, right, it doesn't matter if you have an indicator, you're trading with an indicator, or you're trading with a strategy. You've got to understand why currency pairs move. You know, all about structure, support and resistance, candlestick patterns. You know, if we just look at the binary destroyer here, okay, you've got to understand and know why a Mogwai signal appeared here and why this trade won. Okay, and the only way you can do that is by spending the time on the charts, looking at the candlestick patterns here, looking at price bounce off support and resistance, look at the trends. You know, the more you put into trading, the better you become. Now, like I said, me and Mark set ourselves absolute crazy challenges. If you don't know who Mark is, he's a BD member, probably one of the best BD members I have. And yeah, we set absolute crazy challenges. Like, can we do 1,000 winning trades in a row? Can we do a 100% win ratio? You know, can we do a 100% win ratio across 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? You know, and we say to ourselves, you know what? Let's find out. Let's see if we can do that. Let's push ourselves as traders to get better and better and better. You know, and that's why I do crazy challenges. You've always got to push yourself. So let me give you an example here, right? I'm just going to wind it forward like this, okay? Just going to pause it there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and predict market movements from candlestick analysis, just pure analysis. Now, like I said, I don't know if this, you know, what's going to happen here. But I push myself as a trader to get better and better so I can. Now, I know I'm not going to get it 100% of the time because that's trading, okay? We're not moving the market, okay? It's just speculation. We're speculating that this is going to happen. And if it happens, great. We make some money. We win a trade. If it doesn't, we analyze it. Was it the right thing? Did it do what I thought it was going to do? If it didn't, we lose the trade. We move on from it. Okay. So what do I think is going to happen right now by looking at this currency pair? Okay. So first of all, we've got a trend. Oh, hold on. Why is it white? Okay. Let's change that different color. Trend line properties. We'll make that black. Okay. So there we go there. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got a trend there. So we've got a nice little uptrend and a break. And if I zoom out here, it looks like as well, we've got a bit of resistance just there. You can see that, okay? So you can see here, just by looking at this here, we've got a touch there, 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 we've got a touch here, right? Looking at the candlestick patterns, I'm just going to do next bar. Okay, look, there we go. I bet you any money we're going to go down. And we're going to go down to this level here. Bet you any money. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Oh, hold on. I pressed too fast. What did actually happen here? Let me go back here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we bounced off. Here we go. So we bounced off this line here. And we came straight. We came down. See that there? Okay, came straight down to this point just here. See that? So there you go. Okay, we bounced off. And then what actually happened was we came straight up to this support line here and then broke above it. Okay, you know, I've spent the time doing that. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, so this isn't a good time to good time to be trading because we're currently in a support area and we've currently got a resistance area at the top, which is interesting because we're just rejected off it. Okay, look, see here. Okay, now what I think is going to happen here is I think we're going to go a little bit higher. I genuinely think we're going to go a little bit higher here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you see? And I think what's going to happen now is I think we're going to pull back to this support area just here. That's what I think is going to happen. Okay, I think if I just move myself out the way, I believe we are, well, there's definitely a resistance area here. Because you can see by this area, let me just bring my charts up so you can see. So we've got a resistance area here, we've got a resistance area there, we've got a resistance area there. And I think, if I am not mistaken, I think we're going to pull back to this resistance area here. Let me see what happens. Okay, we come up. Okay, we come down. Here we go. Come on. Okay, no. Oh, here we go. Okay, interesting. Are we going to bounce off this here and are we going to go up? This is the interesting part. So focus on the candlestick patterns now. Focus on the candlestick patterns. Are we going to bounce off it? First of all, look at the rejection wick. Look at that rejection wick there. Okay, so let's do the next candle. Oh, second rejection wick. Look at that. Okay, no, we break through it. Okay, oh, no, look, we might have a false move. We're definitely still bouncing off it. This could be a move to the upside, and it is no. Okay, so still going sideways. Let me find. Oh, now look at this. Look at this nice little trend here. Let's see what happens here. We're going to come to this trend line. Okay, so we bounce off the trend line. See that? I bet you any money. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we bounce off it. There we go. Look at that. Look at this perfect little break and retouch just there. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, and it lines up perfectly with this resistance area just there. So we actually have an absolute perfect break and retouch of a trend line and a resistance area here. Okay, I bet you any money now. I'm going to take a trade. I'm going to take a trade using this simulator. I'm going to put a stop loss of around 15 pips on this one. I'm going to put a take profit of around 25 pips. Okay, so there we go there. Stop loss, take profit. Do we win? Okay, so we come down off the trend line, which is great. There we go. And that is why that video kind of changed the way I trade, because it taught me that the only way to be successful at trading is by learning this. Okay, and the reason why I'm making this video is not to show off, is not to say, hey, look at me, I'm a good trader. It's just I want to show you what spending time on the charts learning. Before I watched that video, okay, I spent about 1.5 years buying indicators, buying strategies. I tried something, it wouldn't work. I tried something, it wouldn't work. And after a year, I realized that I got very good at installing indicators and installing strategies. But the one thing I learned was I don't actually know how to trade. I spent a year actually on the charts, but I didn't actually know how to trade because I wasn't actually learning to trade. I was learning about indicators and learning about strategies. And I'll give you an example here, right? Is look at USD CAD, right? I always use the binary destroyer to trade. Like I said, you know, this is my baby. This is what I trade every single day, okay? But you've got to understand why the signals would. Like, look at this signal here, right? I'll give you an example here. Look at this absolute beautiful signal here, right? Look how much price dropped from this, right? You've got to know why that trade won. Why did it won? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the 1 hour charts, okay? Look at this absolute beautiful resistance area on the 1 hour chart. Just going to bring it across like this here. Probably bring it across there. There we go there, right? Just going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so look at this here. We've got a nice resistance area on the on USD CAD, right? 1 touch there, 2 touch there. Support, support. Price comes down, retouches. Again, a perfect break and retouch. Price drop. See that? See that just there? Now let's go over to the 30-minute charts now, okay? And we start to break it down as well. You can see it's a downtrend. We know that, which is great. We go down to the 15-minute charts. And again, we've got that perfect break and retouch just here. Again, go down to the 5 minutes. And guess what? You've got your absolute beautiful resistance there. You probably see it better as well on the 5 minutes as well. That nice little touch there as well. Okay, that is how you trade an indicator. That's how you trade a strategy. Whatever strategy, if you're one of these people that, you know, buys strategies or buys indicators or whatever, okay, you know, and you watch the videos, it works for them, you try it, doesn't work, okay? Learning to trade or trading an indicator or strategy is not just about following a set of rules, okay? You've got to understand and learn that strategy. Learn why the signals win and why they lose, okay? Why did that trade win? Why did that trade lose, okay? And once you figure that out, you then become a better trader, you know? Let's have a look at a trade that lost with the buy and destroy. Let's just have a look at a trade that lost, okay? So, you know, we've got a lot of winning trades here, okay? Okay, let's look at this one here, right? Yeah, let's look at this signal here, right? Let me delete that there. Let's look at this signal here, okay? This one here. Why did this signal here lose? Well, plain and simple, the TCA line didn't turn green. Look what happens when the TCA line turns green just there. See that? We get a Mogwai signal. Bear in mind the Mogwai signal is above the TCA line. This signal is not above the TCA line, it's below the TCA line, so it's a downtrend. Look what happens when you get a Mogwai signal above the TCA line and the TCA line turns green. Look, you know, you get a good few pips out of it. Again, this one here, look how when the TCA line turns green, okay, it's called filtering the setups, right? You're learning to trade by this, okay? And this is exactly to do with price action, right? When you see this trade win, why did it win? Why was it such a good trade? Well, we had a resistance area, we had a break and retouch that lined up perfectly with the trend line. That is all about learning to trade. So yeah, that's trading. My name is Jamie Palmer, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video.